Guys, to my channel. Tonight I will show you how I simply edit my photos. So before we start, I want to make sure that you have these three software. You can download these three software on their own website. You can search through via Google. Okay, so these are the three plugins that I use on my Adobe Photoshop. So okay, let's start editing photos. I give you one sample. This photo was taken only yesterday, last Thursday, sorry. I'm using a DJI Mavic 2 Pro. So now we will take from the hyperlapse video that I did. So we just take one photo from the hyperlapse video. Alright, so this one I already adjusted the settings. As you can see, mostly these settings will be on the middle if you haven't touched it yet. So let's return again. I'm going to zero again data for you to see why I do adjust this thing. So, but it's not necessarily you do the same with my adjustment, because every photo, every adjustment, it depends or varies on the lights of your photo. So it will not always be the same. Okay, so I just return again everything. Okay, so what I always normally do before I start editing the photos is this, on this raw file, I always do the haze. I always increase the haze into something that is more related to the actual scene that I saw when I took the photo. So for this, I just adjust until 40. So this is the closest to the actual sky and color of the scene when I took the shot. And then I change the camera. So since I'm using a Mavic 2 Pro Hasselblad camera, then a 2.2. I'm not sure yet it's really a 2.2, but it won't affect much. Then I start editing the basic. So for the temperature, you can adjust if you are not satisfied with the color. But for me, I don't normally touch it. I just do as a shot. Then I adjust the contrast a little bit because it's already too dark. So I just adjust a bit only. I don't want to make it too dark. Then the highlights, if you can see this white color, it's too bright. And the white color here, so you can still adjust the highlights. It's up to you how much. It depends on you. Depends on your eyes. It's okay or not. So just a bit only. Then the shadows. Then the whites. A bit only. The blacks. And the sharpness. Okay, so I don't go much beyond 25 until 30. So more than that, it won't nice for your photo, especially that you're adjusting the raw. Okay, so for highlights, normally I always bring it down. The lights I always bring up because it's the one that will make your photo brighter. Then also the dark, a bit only. If the scene is too dark, you just adjust until 10. That's enough. The shadows, you can adjust more. It's better to adjust the shadow than the darkness. That's what I always do. It also depends on you. Then the sharpening, I always make it until 60. I don't go beyond 60 because you will see the lines on the edge of your of the buildings that you are editing. When you enlarge the photo, you will see the lines. That's why I don't touch much the sharpening more than 60. The radius, I retain it 1.0. The details, sometimes I adjust until 60 or 70. It won't affect much. Then I just mask it with 30. Then for the noise reduction, normally I just put it all the way to 100. I don't see much effect of this adjustment. So I just do it all the way. Okay, so you just click open so that we can start the editing. So it will take a bit. Alright, so as you can see, there's nothing much more to improve with the photo after adjusting the raw. this is exactly what I saw the time I took the shot. So for me, this is just a little bit improvement. Example, the details of the buildings. You want to show the details. It's better because it will make it more sharp. Okay, so first you just press Command J to duplicate the layer, and normally I just go to Topaz Studio using Clarity. This is always my first step to show the detail using Clarity. So you just wait a bit because Topaz Lab load too long. My computer is a 5-year-old, 5 years old, so more than 5 years old I think. So I only go here to basic adjustment and choose. Sometimes I use the preset. You check if something will change on the photo that will looks good on your eyes. So you don't click yet. Just move the cursor to the label and see what changes it will bring to your photo. Right? Which one is much better? Which one is? Alright, so for me, I can choose the cooler one. It's more looks alive. The photo looks more alive. Then I adjust the clarity until 30 or what, depends on you. Right? So I won't touch anything anymore. I just click OK. That's enough for me. Okay. So after this, I just press Command Shift E. Sorry. Undo merge visible. Command Alt Shift E to merge the layer for another adjustment. So because I have no plan of editing after changing using the Topaz, for me it's okay. So I just Command Alt Shift E to merge the layer. The next I go to Make Collection, or you can go also to Topaz Lab using Denoise AI, which is the latest software. This is a trial version only I'm using because it costs $79. So I try to use the AI, the trial version. So here, one good thing for Denoise AI, it's really only remove the noise of the one that really need to improve. It won't affect those buildings. So for me, this is better. Right? So I like this one, the noise. Remove noise. Maybe let's say it's my first time to use, so don't worry. You can return back early next time. Enhance sharpness. Okay, so apply like that and see what will happen. Apply. So you can see the comparison from here to here, right? So it's very different. It is more sharp than this one, which looks very noisy and very blur, but here it becomes sharper. So just to remind you, this is just my first time to use Denoise AI. I normally use the old version, which I am satisfied with also. So I'm doing this tutorial because some of my friends on Facebook are asking me when they saw my photos, asking me that how to edit the photos. So these are only basic because I'm only an amateur in photography, so I don't know much also in editing. So I can only tell you basic. Don't expect so much from my tutorial. Just simple editing only. But I assure you that the output will be looks great. Will really looks great. So let's see what will happen using the noise AI. Because based from the forum that I read on the internet, they're really quite good. See, it was really nice. So just in case you need to change something. For example, this water here, as you can see, it's totally very blurred because it was taken noise. Okay, we remove the ice here and check this one, and you see it's look much better in the original rather than the denoise AI. But it's almost good. It's almost better. But here it's more natural. So if you don't want to touch this, if you don't want the AI, the denoise AI affect this portion, you can just create a layer, a mask. Alright, create a mask. Then you just select this one. Since this is white color, you can choose this one as black. Then choose this brush and make sure this is at normal. Then if you are sure you can adjust 100%, you just make the circle a bit little. Then you just scrub it like this. So it will go back to the original, its original state. Alright, so if you can see, there's a black color here. When it's totally black, that means you're using 100%. So everything that this brush stroke will be back to the original state. Alright, so far that's the only thing that I see okay for me. Then also this tree, you can return back to original. Just brush it again because it doesn't look so good if too much noise was removed on this part, right? Because it's not totally noise, it's just dark color, right? Then the water here, I think it's better we return to original. I like the water before, the state before. It's not noise, there's no noise here actually. So for me, you just return to original. The water looks better in this state rather than removing the noise, right? So the sky is very clear, very nice. The buildings also is good. So you can just merge. Control, Alt, Shift, and E again to merge the layer. The next, after that, I use Mix software. So this is where I use Mix software using color effects. Normally, I only use color effects or define. So on the color effects, you have to choose whichever is suited for the photo. So not everything you can use. So it's up to you which one to use. So since I applied already noise reduction, the sky looks clear. So if you like this type of sky, you can select it. Or if you don't want it, you can change to another one. So for me, I normally change the color. Adjust the color. If I try first, if something will happen, will change. If the color that I will adjust will be good for my photo, then I will apply it. If not, then I choose another presets. See, I think it's better we put it like here, like this. More color, more sky, then press OK. If you are contented with your adjustment, you can just press OK. Then it will be, you can rename this to brilliance and warmth. So you know what adjustment we did before. This one also, the noise, and this one, what we did is clarity. Alright, so after that, I again press Ctrl Alt Shift E to merge, because you cannot edit if you don't merge. So I need to create a mask, and I saw something wrong here in this area, so I want to return back to original state. It's better like that. Right? Alright, so just that small thing. Okay, Ctrl Alt Shift E to merge. Then I go back again to Mix software, color. And now I want to make those building in details. So there are a lot of plugins or presets here on Mix Software that you can use. You can use the detail extractor. As you can see, it's very nice. The building pop up like that, but the sky is not so good. Or you can use let's say tonal contrast, but the building will be too dark. But you can adjust which one you want to adjust only here. Let's see what will happen. You have to return the saturation to always 0 because you already adjusted brilliance earlier, so it will affect too much. So how do you see that from before? Okay, right? If you are satisfied with it, you can press OK. Then adjustment, you just create a mask again later if you are not satisfied with it, or you can just delete it if you want. See, you have your clouds more visible than before. Let's uncheck again. See, and now it's much better, right? So that's why I did the noise earlier, so that when I do want to show the details of those clouds and these buildings, it won't the noise before was already removed, so it won't show up when you do the adjustment again. So let's see which building is better. So it doesn't affect much the building for the tonal contrast, only it affects the clouds, so but I think it's better. So on this part, I don't think it's quite nice to see this part. So since there is no much detail to show here, you can just mask again that area, right? But this time you should adjust your opacity, because it once you don't adjust it to 20%, every time you stroke 100% will return to original, so it will affect the other part that you don't want to change. It will have a big effect on that. So just mask like that, it's okay. 20% won't hurt your photo so much. Then you just mask repeatedly. Just mask it. Okay, brush it repeatedly. You can do it many times as you want. Alright, so let's see again. Okay, very nice. Here, something. Alright, so for me that's enough. That's good for me. Okay, so we just control Alt Shift E again. But the buildings, still I am not satisfied yet. So I still need to do the color effects. I want to show more details of the building, so I like to use maybe the detail extractor to show my building. Alright, so I think this one is enough. Let's try to adjust more. As you can see, your clouds changes, but don't worry, you can remask again that one later. Okay, let's try. Alright, so see the difference. But because we do this mix software, the preset was applied to whole photo, so you need to put a mask. So we don't need to change the clouds, we just remask. change it to 100%. Be careful, make sure you don't hit the building, you don't stroke on the building. Careful, and make sure you don't see the hollows. See, there's some hollows here in the building. Be careful. So since you are not a professional, you don't have to be so perfect. It's okay. Some people won't notice, some will notice. Only professional will notice your small adjustment. So don't worry. It's okay to have some halo, but make sure not so obvious. Just a bit is enough. So you can always depend on your masking, so you can see if you and it's not enough, if you haven't masked enough, you haven't do the stroke enough. Alright, for these small buildings, it's not necessary to be perfect. It's okay, because these are just small buildings. They won't see the details here. Not all people or that will see your photo will judge you. It's okay. They know you're not a professional, so don't expect to be criticized. It's okay to be criticized as well, because it will make you improve. It will help you improve yourself in editing. For me, I'm still a beginner in editing. I just do this simple editing. I don't edit much. I don't merge photo, different types of photos, different shutter speed. I don't do like that. I only edit one single photo. For me, one photo is enough to edit. I don't need to edit a lot, because it will take time. I don't spend too much time on editing. Sometimes I do only 1 hour editing. Is too long already for me. So for this since it is a tutorial, so it will take a bit of your time, of my time, but actually I do edit my photos in less than an hour. 30 minutes maybe maximum, or 45 minutes maximum, but I will make sure that I only edit with less than 1 hour. I don't edit more than that. It's too much time consuming, and I'm not a professional, so I don't need to edit much of the photo. For me, simple editing that's good for my eyes is okay. I don't want to impress anybody. I only impress myself, because this is what I love to do. So I just want to be, I love what I did. So that's it. Don't be so, you see the water is nice, so I think we just leave it like that. But the trees here are very dull in color, so it's better we leave it in dark color. It's better like that. Better to see this in dark. Then the buildings looks okay, but I think too much saturation, so we can adjust the opacity. Let's say 70 or 60%. Alright, let's see again. Alright, so it's still nice. Right, there's one more halo there. Let's put that. Alright. Okay, so if you like the water, leave it like that. If you like the bridge color, leave it like that. But we can still change the color of the bridge later. I'll show you how. Control Alt Shift E again to merge. And let's go back to Nik Colors Effects Pro. Let's see what else we can do. But for me, everything is okay already. I am satisfied with that. But there's one more thing I want to show you that will help improve your photo. It's either this white neutralizer to neutralize the white color, but there was no much white, only this one. Let's see if something will happen. Too much, become blue color already, so the actual color of the sky will be lost, so don't touch that. Remove color and see, when I select the remove color cast, it changed back to its original color, but better than before, right? So I like to use this one, remove color class, but it doesn't always it cannot always be used. It still it depends on the color of the photo. So I use this one sometimes only if I want to see a nice color one, right? So I use, okay, let's apply and see the effect on our photo. Alright, so you just uncheck and check again and think which one is better for you. So for me, I don't like the sky color. I want to return to original, so later I will edit again. I like the color of the bridge on the new applied presets. It's more realistic, right? More alive. And the color of this art museum is really nice. And also this Fullerton Hotel. So far it's okay for me. I just need to change the sky color. I just need to return to original color, the sky. It's more realistic if you put back the original color. So as told you, don't be so perfect on your editing. This is not a school that you need to be perfect to get a good grades. It's just you and you only, nothing else. So it's okay, don't worry. They criticize your photo, okay, then next time you will improve. Don't worry with the being criticized. Be happy when they criticize your photo. Alright? It's just your stepping stone. And they are not paying you, so it's okay. If they are paying you, then you have to do it perfectly. Alright? No money involved, just do as you wish. Alright? So we already returned almost the whole color of the sky. Alright, so nice. It's a nice one. So what else do you want to adjust? I think for now it's okay. I am satisfied with it. So Control Alt Shift E again to merge the layers. I forgot to put the label, sorry. I was carried away. Never mind, it's okay. One is turned on, right? The other one is turned on. This one is blue. And turned on. Right, so the other one I forgot to that. Alright, so one more thing. There's one more in the collection that I normally use. I prepare to use always. But let's see if this one can be used on this photo. I am also not sure because like I said, not everything can be used. Alright, so it's the contrast. Let's see, where is the contrast? Pro contrast. Yes, this one will make the photo alive. Let's see. Let me adjust this to 40%. Then I adjust this to 15. As you can see, it won't help. It won't make your photo beautiful or nice. So I don't think I need to use this one. So normally I use this Pro Contrast to make my photo more glowing. I mean, there is a shining on the photo that it applies. I don't know how I made it before, but since it won't affect too much on the photo, so I don't want to use it anymore. Okay, so for now, let's see the density. Alright, the other part. So nothing much to adjust, I think. Okay, so this time we just cancel, don't adjust anything. So I think it's okay. The photo adjustment is very nice. So let's go to the normal one that I always use. This one is the color cast. not this one. This is for my detail. So I'm using it. Right. So what I use is the Raya Pro 3. So I'm using two types of Raya. So these two are helpful. Example, I want to correct the color, so it will automatically, when you click correct, it will show you another color or version of it. So if you don't like it, you can just delete it. Delete again, try the correct two. See, there was a little improvement on the color. I think it's okay, acceptable. But let's try again that number 3, see what will happen. Almost the same also, a very little adjustment. You can always try any of this color setting. Cold, too much. Colder, not much, I don't like. Coldest, not like. Then warm. So you just apply which one is good for your eyes. Alright, so let's see if I can check again. So it changed the sky a bit. So, but better. Right, so let's try one more time. Warmer. Oh, I don't like the sky, it become too dark. It doesn't look like a blue hour. Then the warmest. Oh, cannot, I don't like it. So I like the first one. So just Control Alt Shift E to merge again. Okay, so and then you can play with all of this color, which one you want. So here, normally what I use is the Magic Greenland. If I am seeing a lot of trees or grass, I use Magic Greenlands. But since now we don't have that, I will not use it for now. What I use here normally is the Sharpen Tool. This is to make your buildings pop up. Let's try Sharpen. You don't adjust anymore, but for me, you see, there was a changes on the building. It is very sharp, so I like it. Maybe you want to adjust a bit, you can adjust. But if you put back to 2.0, almost nothing, so it's 2.8, right? Or 2.5 is enough. Just press OK, then it's sharp. So for the sky, because it will be also affected, you just brush again the sky. But on the sky, it won't affect so much because there was nothing to be sharp here, nothing to sharpen here. So I think that the software is good itself already. Alright, so let's try this. Click and check. Oh, see the difference? The photo, even the lines here from this building, you will clearly see if you use the Sharpen Tool. Right? Normally, they advise to use the Sharpen Tool only when you resize the photo. But for me, I use it whether I resize or not the photo, because I can see the effect already. Alright, see? Very nice. The building pop up. The details of the building pop up. Even the water. Right? But if the water, if you don't like it, because I think I'm seeing a lot of noise here, so I would rather brush this one. No need to totally sharpen this area, because water, you don't need to see the details of the water. No one is interested in the water details, except it's a wave, a big wave, right? So that's it. That is how I do edit my photos. So okay, the last thing that we need to do is to put the watermark to protect your photo from other people to download it and upload it for them. So just copy, Ctrl C and paste here. So normally I put my logo somewhere that will not distract the photo. Alright, so you can just change the opacity so it's not clearly visible, so it won't attract too much attention. This is only to protect your photo, not to distract the viewer looking at your photo. Alright, so that's it. Then you can just file, save as, as another JPEG. But this time you can use FB as the file name. So this is the normal size that I upload on Facebook. So some people, so many are questioning why when we upload to Facebook, we are having quality issue for the photo. Of course, because Facebook resize your photo. So for me, I don't resize my photo before I uploaded it to Facebook, so that even though Facebook resize my photo, it won't be so bad because the file was too big. So if you resize it to 1024 and you upload it to FB, it will be resized again by FB, so the quality will be very bad. So if I were you, just upload the original file directly to Facebook, so that you will have a good quality of the photo when viewed even in desktop or laptop. If you upload it in 1024, the possibility that it will be viewed, if the quality will be okay, is only for the cell phone viewers. But when they see it on the laptop or desktop, the quality will be different. So that's why, because Facebook degrades or reduces the quality of the photo that is being uploaded to the site. Alright, so okay, that's it. Thank you very much. I hope it helps you. So if it really helped you, please subscribe the channel, like and comment, and thank you. Have a good day.